Hello and welcome to Climb and Explore. My name's Joe and this is how I injured my finger. Okay, so fortunately I can say this is not a very serious injury. I've actually just strained my A2 pulley, which is luckily very minor. I was climbing at my local climbing gym, I think Tuesday last week. I was on really small crimps, really small footwork, slipped off, all my weight went onto my fingers on one hand, one crimp, felt a bit of pain, fell off, and that's sort of that really. Unfortunately, this has meant I've had to have a few days off climbing, which I really didn't want to do. So I haven't actually climbed since Tuesday. I haven't done any training, haven't done any fingerboarding, no pull-ups, nothing. I've just done my sort of regular hiking and walking like I normally would if I wasn't climbing. So with this only being a strain and not a full rupture or a partial rupture, there's not really much I need to do about it. Just sort of rest it for a few days like I am doing. I'm sort of rehabbing it slightly by doing a bit of the sort of hand grippers like this. Or you've probably seen those rubber rings you can get for warming your fingers up. Just doing sort of gentle exercise with those, try and keep it moving, keep the blood flowing, keep the nutrients pumping into it, I guess, so it can recover faster. So how's this going to affect my climbing going forward? Well, firstly, I'll certainly be more careful with my footwork on crimpy routes, since that's what's led to it. I'm probably going to train my fingers a little more. I do it, but I don't do it a lot. I generally just sort of do a bit of hangboarding to warm up and maybe a little bit at the end of the session. But I think I'm going to start taking that a little bit more seriously now. Actually sort of develop my fingers a bit more, build some more strength up, thicken those tendons and sort of prevent injuries rather than just sort of building finger strength. For the next probably week or two, I'm going to have to take it steady climbing. I think those sort of crimpy routes, nothing too demanding on my fingers. But I think I'll be fully recovered after that, so I don't think there'll be any issues going forwards. So you'll notice I actually said I'm going to rehab my injury rather than just rest it to recover it. I actually think this is a really good idea because it increased blood flow. As I previously mentioned, pumps more vitamins and minerals and nutrients to that sort of area, and ultimately they're the things that help recover it, help it regrow, help repair it. Also, it keeps the joint active, it keeps the sort of tendons active, and it will slowly build strength back. There is a lot of merit to just resting, and had the injury been more serious, then I would certainly be resting it at least for a week, maybe 2 weeks before I was looking at doing any rehabilitation training. I'm absolutely not an expert on tendon injuries and finger injuries. As I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I've only been climbing about a year now. So tendon injuries are not my speciality. I used to do a lot of weightlifting and stuff like that, so I'm quite well up on muscular injuries and stuff like that. As of now, I'm sort of treating it the same, probably taking it a little bit more steady than I would if it was a muscular injury. But if anybody's got any tips or pointers for what I should be doing, is there anything I'm doing wrong? Is there anything I could be doing better? What do you do when you have a finger injury? As inevitably, I'm sure a lot of you will, and if you haven't already, you probably will soon. Yeah, so that's all for today really, just a short one. Just wanted to keep people updated with where I'm at in my climbing, because obviously I've not really posted many videos this last week or so, and I'm away next weekend, so there'll be no content then, from climbing at least. Obviously now we're sort of coming into a stride with the weather in England, so I'm looking forward to getting out on the limestone a bit more, doing a lot more lead sport climbing. We're actually planning a trip, although I don't want to say too much about that just yet, a bit further afield. Although we've got a lot of great local stuff right on the doorstep. Obviously living right next to the P District does have major benefits, although it is better known for its trad climbing, but that's for another day. Alright, thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.